It's the Slapz.
We gon' hit you with
and Trapz radio podcast.
Let's get it.
Powered by the Slap God, C. Austin, the DJ.
So this leads to the whole MC Hammer thing. From what I was told, and it could be somebody else may tell a different story. From what I was told, our tape got at the desk of an executive in Capitol Records. He's playing our demo tape, blasting in his office. And at this time, Hammer had a label that the Capitol Records gave him called Busted Records. And Hammer was actually at that office at that particular time. He heard the executive playing our music, and he said, I want to know who those guys are.
So let me ask you this, Fingerz, not to cut you. So this is already after Oaktown 357 and all that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they had already had their record out by
then.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So, once Hammer heard our music, he got in touch with some people who was representing us. They flew down to Detroit from Cali, and which was cool because a lot of the security and management team that worked with Hammer, a lot of them was from Detroit anyway. So it was right up their alley to come and swoop us up from Detroit. And when they met with us, they liked what they heard, and we actually signed a record deal in the hotel room of the management company, which was Busted Records. We was really didn't know what we was doing, but I guess the money made sense to the people that was working with us, and it was just a great opportunity to be a part of that entity. Because at that time, Hammer was the biggest thing in the world. Well, so to even be a part of that camp and to be a part of that exposure, just, it was checking all boxes. It was a no-brainer. Yeah, we're going to get them down with them.
For sure.
Once we signed the contract, I think that's what started evolving Phissed Off, because once we started to sign the contract, nothing happened. We was at home, we was chilling, we was kind of like waiting on our call to get, to start flying out to California to do our record. And it was like weeks and weeks. I remember us being on the phone with management and they telling us, just be cool, be calm, they got a schedule for y'all to come out here. And so we got a record deal, we ain't got no money, blah, blah, blah. And niggas was just restless.
As y'all should.
Trying to figure out how can we even show that we got a record deal. We ain't got nothing to show for it. We got a record deal. So, interesting. I'm going to segue on this because it all builds up to Phissed Off.
Take your time, man.
I get in a situation where I had an opportunity to make a few dollars for myself by taking this trip, bringing some work back from overseas. And long story short, I took that opportunity because I'm like, shoot, when I get back, I'm going to have this bread. I'll be able to flex. I'll be able to be and I can say I got the money from the record company, whatever. Needless to say, I get caught at customs at the airport. So now I'm in custody in Atlanta, Georgia, at the international airport with this dope on me.
Damn.
And as I'm getting transported to holding and getting arrested and all of that stuff, the next day, Hammer and them said, all right, I want the Dbg'z to come on out and start recording their album. So, of course, they got to send two of them out there because one of the knuckleheads and found himself got locked up, which is me. So I had it out with Riddler, and, they wanted to kick me out the group. So the whole thing was a situation of being Phissed Off, which I didn't come up with the name of the album, Riddler did. So, but I could understand the pressure he might have been under. We signed this contract, everybody's counting on us.
Sense.
Everybody counting on us, and then my silly ass go do some more crazy shit instead of just chilling. I'm about to go do what I know how to do. I know how to hit the streets, hustle, get some money, and then I'll be back. But I just didn't come. I got caught up. So, and I just found this out years later after we had recorded the album and did all of our things and traveled I found out that when they went out to California, because Riddler was pretty much like, I ain't got time to be dealing with that shit Fingerz is into. I'm trying to start my career. This nigga want to go do some dumb shit. I ain't gonna let him start our careers. So in his mind, I'm out the group. And what I found out years later is that when they went to California, they went to the office and they talked to Louis Burrell, which was the CEO of the record label.
His brother, right?
MC Hammer's brother. He asked them, he was like, so what's going on with Fingerz? And Riddler told Louis, well, it ain't gonna be no Fingerz because Fingerz out the group. He on some dumb shit. We ain't got time for that. We trying to take care of our business. So it's just gonna be me and Snipe. And Louis, from what I heard, and this is word for word, and I even confirmed it with Louis, he said, when I signed y'all, I signed 3 people and including Fingerz. So I'm just tell y'all like this, if it ain't no Fingerz, it ain't no group. So what y'all want to do?
Real.
And then he said, matter of fact, get out my office. Let me know what y'all figure out when y'all figure out what y'all want to do. And then, because on the other side of that, I think I'm out the group because that was the last thing that Riddler said to me. You out, nigga. I said, well, shoot, my brother in it. It's all good. Y'all do y'all thing. I felt like I made my bed, I lay in it.
Right.
So I didn't have no bad feelings. I felt like that's what come with
just
fucking
come with
up.
the game.
That's what come with fucking up. You fucked up, you lose out. And so the last thing I heard from Riddler was, you out the group. I said, cool, I understand. Then a week later, I hear, man, this your playing information. You got to be out here. We got to do this video. And I'm like, I ain't questioning it because I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe he changed his mind. But he didn't tell me that Louis was like, if it ain't no Fingerz, ain't no group.
Right.
Which is understandable. He want to keep that integrity to himself and make it seem like he was the one who changed his mind. I got love for Riddler. Shouts out to Riddler, man. He was a mastermind, one of the artists that taught me songwriting and song structure.
How to structure a song.
I owe a lot to that brother, and I'm proud to have been able to work with him. So.
A dope MC too, hell of an MC.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Spitting on that motherfucking tape. All y'all niggas was.
It's the Slapz.
We gon' hit you with
And Trapz Radio Podcast.
Let's get it.
Powered by the Slap God, C. Austin, the DJ.